Director at Vista Grande Villa, Chelsea Isley. Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to be back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, we during the pandemic, we didn't see much of you. I saw you at soccer games. And, hockey games.
The pandemic was kind of tough to navigate being out in public. So.
Well, it's still, I know, still challenging for.
It is. It is. But we're working hard to keep everybody healthy and also working hard to find ways to open back up. So it's been an interesting journey, and it's something different every day. But we're ready. We're ready to go again. So we're happy to get activities going and people on outings and bringing people from the community back into Vista to have fun and experience our campus. So.
I know there were some silver linings to the pandemic, and one, the ability for your residents to use Zoom and FaceTime. If that pandemic hadn't occurred, they probably never would have
Absolutely.
gotten.
Yep. We that reminds me, I had a conversation with somebody, a vendor that we had been talking to for a long time that had been wanting us to increase technology and do all these things, everything that you wanted to do, but you said, well, in the budget, it's line, and so. I of course had to pick up the phone and say, here we are, we need to do something. And he said, you're right, things that before the pandemic you wanted, now you need. And so it really forced us into a lot of those technology arenas that older adults weren't comfortable with. And so it was interesting on most days, but it was a huge blessing to be able to connect families still.
Well, we've been able to stay connected with residents at Vista Grande Villa because I know they tune in. We appreciate that. Last time I stopped by, I got a chance to talk to some of the residents in the lobby.
Oh, good.
And I just saw one of your newest residents, Sharon Bell, who has just arrived at VGV.
Yep, she's in Carriage Home. I guess I won't give out her address. She's living in one of the Carriage Homes, but she has been a wonderful addition and is settling well. And I've peeked at her and seen that she's involved in some of the fun things going on there. So I think it's be fun.
She told me she loves it, and she didn't realize how many people she knew that were already living there.
Yes, there are. It's definitely a melting pot of Jackson and surrounding areas. So, we hear that all the time that, we encourage people to come and get involved in things at Vista because, people always say, number one, I had no idea how much is here and how big the campus is and how great everything is. But also, I had no idea that, all these people that I knew lived here. So it's been fun.
And this year, a big milestone. 50 years.
Yeah, so we are, I think it was actually May that we officially had our 50th year, but we are celebrating it in August. So we are having a big event August 20th, open to the entire community, even outside of Vista. We want to encourage people to come and have fun with us, and so we are planning a block party on that day, and music and food and fun and games and fun for the whole family, so fun for every age. And so lots and lots of effort and planning is going into that right now. And so we really would love to have anybody that would love to come out. It's free, come enjoy and have fun with us to celebrate.
Nice. It's something really, I think, new that is revolutionary to Vista Grande Villa is how you've changed from what I think was considered a one-time upfront life care payment to pay as you go.
Yep, yeah. So, and that really, is more a response to the market. So our life care residents that are living at Vista still, their contracts have stayed, remained in place. Our promise will always be. We'll always care for them, and their agreements are fully committed to. But our new, we're really noticing that the new trend is people that just aren't quite ready to make that commitment. And with the stock market being as joyous as it is these days, I can understand. And so we've really transitioned to a lease model or a month-to-month model. And have found that it's a little bit less confusing for the market because a lot of other senior living organizations do that as well, and so it's just not quite as scary to make that move, and so we're really pushing that, and and making sure that people are aware that that's an option for them now. And so marketing is working hard to get that information out.
Yeah, that's brand new.
Yep.
Also, you look at the campus 50 years, it doesn't look 50 years old.
Thank you.
You've kept it up, but you've also been, over the years, adding and improving and renovating, and there's more to come.
Yeah, so this year is certainly keeping me busy, but I appreciate you saying we have an amazing plant team and housekeeping team that keep our campus looking beautiful. And so, but this year we have, along with our new management company, Kauhale Healthcare, that has joined our team starting in March, we're doing a major renovation as a part of, a capital strategic plan. So we have a $5.2 million capital investment that is at Vista, and we're just putting final touches on renovation plans, and that will, we should see hammers swinging like maybe in the next few weeks.
Oh, wow.
So apartment renovations, common area renovations, it's going to be big.
Yeah, well, those photos that we're just seeing, I mean, you think, what are you going to renovate? It looks great.
They are beautiful. So.
Yeah. So the summer, besides the block party, you've got some things going on. Well, you're hosting the chamber this Friday?
The 15th.
15th.
Yep. That's this Friday already.
Is it this Friday?
Yes, it is this Friday. Okay. So we are hosting the Chamber's Rise and Shine, so we'll be doing that throughout this year. If you've had a chance to come, you know the drill, but it's an event that starts at 7:30 in the morning. People generally kind of mix and mingle for the first 30 minutes. And then, always have a great breakfast because, Vista doesn't do anything without great food. So we'll do that. And then the Chamber does a fantastic job of bringing in speakers and representatives to our events. And this is, the theme is kind of the new districts, new numbers, and new races. And we'll bring in, the Chamber is bringing in lots of, our political candidates that we'll see coming up on the ballot August 2nd for primaries, and to talk about how that impacts us and how that impacts Jackson. And just yesterday, I actually got a new voter card in the mail. I don't know if you did too. I was like, and then, obviously it's because of this and making sure that people know where to go to vote. And so it's an opportunity for anybody in the community to come and ask questions and listen to, what our candidates have to say.
Yeah, I got a new voter card too. I have a new polling place. I'm in a new city ward. I'm in a new city county district.
Mine didn't change. So I guess it's good that they sent it to you.
Yes, we would have gone. Yeah, everyone has something new this year.
Yep.
Now, all the issues with the pandemic, besides not being able to visit and keeping people healthy and safe, a lot of your residents need to travel to doctors and to appointments, and so how have you been able to keep that component of care going? So
that was always interesting as well. In the midst of the pandemic, we were really focused on kind of appointments that were really necessary to keep people healthy and avoiding the ones that maybe weren't or could be delayed for a little while. But we also, in the middle of the pandemic, applied for an FCC COVID-19 grant. And it took quite some time for them to get everything through, but just this spring we were awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars to implement telehealth in our skilled nursing center. And what that means is that, not only will our physicians still be able to come visit in our mid-levels and, they'll still be able to be there, but should something happen when they're not in the building, we actually have the full capability to do a virtual visit, and not just an iPad face talk, but also a full physical exam. So it has, a stethoscope that actually is connected to Bluetooth, and so the provider on the other end can listen to the heart rhythm and to listen to the lung sounds. And it has a camera, so we can do, we can look at throat and we can look in the ears, and it's a scale. So those residents or those that are staying with us that have, maybe congestive heart failure, where they're doing daily weights, that we can automatically upload that directly to their providers. It's incredible technology, and honestly, as a nonprofit, probably something that we would not have been able to do right away. One of those things that we would, hope and dream for, down the road, and we were able to do it. And so we have, several devices, and we're in the process of training staff and getting our providers on board. But the neat thing is that you could keep your provider, because it doesn't require that the provider on the other end do, any major training and any, anything. They don't have to do it. It's just, you can do it from any computer, any device. And it's fully HIPAA compliant, so there's no concerns of, patient privacy issues, and it's awesome. I mean, there's no other word. And so, our world has been forced to shift, and we're just really hoping to stay in front of that and bring the best that we can to our seniors in Jackson.
Yeah, that's awesome. The pandemic's also limited the ability to go on field trips, and are you able to start working into that?
Oh yeah, so we are out and about. So we've gone to several plays and shows. They've gone to Meyer Gardens. They've gone to we're just going to go to Shipshewana for another show, and I think their cast was ill, so we've got to reschedule that one. But I think they went to the zoo recently. They've got a boat thing, I think, in Saugatuck coming up. That's out, like a river cruise or something that's really neat that they do every year. So we're back at it.
Great.
Yep.
Well, happy
Excited.
Anniversary.
Thank you.
How long have you been there now?
I'm almost 5 years. So yeah, 5 years of joyous JTV interviews. No, it's been wonderful, and I'm so thankful to be back and talking with you and out in the community again. So
great. Thanks for coming in today.
thank you.
The Executive Director of Vista Grande Villa, Chelsea Isley. More to come on today.